All right, welcome back to another episode of the Will Makaway Show. And on this episode, we're going to discuss a young lady with 4 kids. I'm sorry about that. That's a wrong number up there. But anyway, she got 4 kids, and you got to have 6 figures to date her. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. We're going to introduce the guests here. And we're going to get the show started. All right. So we got Rush Truth and we got Old Boy TV. Y'all in the building. Can you hear me?
Howdy, howdy.
Oh, yeah. We in here.
All right. Just want to make sure I'm coming in clear and everything. Let's go ahead and stop this music. At least we're going to turn it way down. How about that? All right. So without further ado, I'm going to play the video. And we're going to stop as we go. If y'all want me to stop it and talk about what we're seeing and what we're witnessing, just, chime in. All right? And y'all let me know if you got any problems hearing the video once I play it, okay? So here we go.
I will try to go fast because I see y'all waiting. Sean, you ready?
Hi.
Y'all can hear the video just fine?
All right, hold on.
Come again?
Why every time they come on, they surprise?
Oh, I don't know. They act surprised like they ain't been waiting to get picked. You're right about that. They do that on this show.
Go ahead.
All right.
Hi, are you ready, boo?
I'm ready.
Is your name Sean? Where are you calling me from?
San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio, Texas. How old are you?
36.
36. What you do for a living?
I'm a consultant and I'm a student.
Consultant and a student. Do you have any kids?
I have 4.
How old are your 4? I would never thought you have 4 kids.
I do. My oldest son just graduated high school this week.
Okay.
So.
How old are your 4 kids?
My oldest is 18. And then I have a 14-year-old, 13-year-old, and 6 years old.
Are they all by the same man?
No, I was married twice. 3 is from my first marriage, and my youngest is from my second marriage.
Okay. And when did you get divorced?
Now, would y'all think she had 4 kids if y'all see the walking down the street or just anywhere?
I wouldn't. Unless I've seen her walking with them.
Yeah, she look kind of slim for 4 kids, but we're going to keep going. Oh, yeah. If you see him walking with her, then yeah, I did give away.
First last.
2019.
Okay. And you're in San Antonio, Texas. What's your zodiac sign?
Gemini, May 26.
Okay. So we got Shaw, San Antonio, Texas, 36, Gemini. She has mom of 4 kids by 2 men, was married twice. So you were married both of your children's dads?
Yes.
Okay. Is she's a consultant and a student?
Yes, I'm in graduate school right now.
Okay. You got beautiful skin. Let's get into this.
Did she say what kind of consultant? What's she consulting? Did she say that?
That could be anything.
Yeah, it could be anything. We're gonna keep going. It's just getting kind of vague.
What kind of man you looking for, honey?
I'm looking for a man who's stable, who's happy, and who is ambitious.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
If he has children and he's never married, the baby mom, that's a deal breaker for me.
Now, what's it? If you had kids and never been married, what? Why would that stop you from dating somebody? I mean, the kids is here, whether you got married or not. She said, if you had kids, you never was married.
Does she mean that he had kids out of wedlock, or?
I guess so. I guess what she's saying. But when you back being single and got the kids, does it really matter if you was married in the past or not? Cause you still that baby mama is still that baby mama, whether you was married to her or not, right?
I guess she's still trying to have some sort of standards. I mean, she said she was married to both of her husbands, her baby daddies. But of course, we don't know if she was married to them before she had the kids.
Right. Okay.
I don't get the correlation with what does that got to do with her?
There you go.
So if the man got kids,
right,
taking care of his kids, got a good job, doing what he's supposed to do, but he wasn't married to the baby mama or the father or the mother of the kids.
Right.
That's gonna disqualify him?
That's what she's saying.
Okay, well.
It's kind of paint the path for the road we're about to head down.
Oh, yeah.
And if he can't afford to live the life that I can live.
If he can't afford, so what amount of money would it take to afford the life that you live?
He has to make at least
6 figures.
At least 150K.
Okay.
Oh, 150.
He has to make at least 150K.
150.
Okay. Ooh, Shaw, you know that's big money, Shaw.
Not necessarily.
Woo! Let it be known. Okay. So you got to make at least 150K. So just for clarification, if you made $80,000, don't DM you.
No.
Oh, wow.
The ladies tonight ain't biting their tongue.
So, is that a fair trade already? Before we get too far into this,
I couldn't make out the last part. I heard 150K, and
well, the interviewer Kendra asked her, "Well, what if you make 80K?" She said, "No, that's still not enough."
100.
Disqualified.
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. That's
now.
What's her income?
Okay, let's see. You don't forget, y'all will need me to pause it and critique what she's saying. We can pause it.
Being direct, I don't know if this something in the water, child. Because the women coming on my show, clear, ain't stuttering.
We have woken up. So I think it's important. I think for a long time, women have just accepted what they felt like they could get. And many of them could have gotten more had they actually been. It's like, back in the day when they said if people knew that they were slaves, a lot more of them could have been freed. Black women have woken up at this point. We know. Okay,
so what black man in dating world has enslaved a woman as far as dating? How does that compare?
She is delusional. That's how it compares.
Might be highly delusional.
I mean, she's been married twice, so there might be a flag there that, of course, she's not showing.
It might be.
I mean, being married twice is already a flag anyway, unless there was a casualty in in one of them. But
see, the question Kendra G should have asked after she said the man needs to make $150,000 was, how much do you make?
Yeah, and I went back a little bit. I think she said women have woken up, but see, the thing is, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a female. It's like saying, you figured out that you should have put gas in the car after the tank is already empty. Like the damage is done, or you should have had oil in the motor after it blow up. So right. now you want you want a new quart of oil to go in the motor, but you don't spun all your bearings. The oil ain't gonna do no good by then. Okay.
Yeah.
Get this analogy. Get that. Go ahead.
The motor is blown already. It's too late.
There you go. If you get this analogy, what I'm saying here, but that could just be me.
So I think it's important. I think for a long time, women have just accepted what they felt like they could get. And many of them could have gotten more had they actually been. It's like, back in the day when they said if people knew that they were slaves, a lot more of them could have been freed. Black women have woken up at this point. We know that we can do better than what we've done in our past. And so that's what we're going for.
So I'm assuming both of your ex-husbands made 150K or more.
No, neither of them did. I married young.
Pop the tape.
Go ahead. Neither of them. Go ahead.
It's about to come out. Yeah, we know it's about to come out, but neither one of them made 150, but you want a man that make 150 now. So why did you settle for those men that made less than 150 then? And now why aren't you willing to settle? You done got 4 kids now. So you got to think about the market.
Well, right. And not only that, 150K. I mean, I don't know what she expects him to cover financially. I would assume she's getting child support for the 4. But 150K is not gonna. That's not. And plus, we still don't know what she makes. But That's not enough really to support a family of that size. Well, granted, one of them, he just graduated, so I guess you don't really have to count him too much financially because he's old enough to work.
Right.
But
again, let's ask the question. Like you said, it's going to take more than 150. How much does she make?
That's a good question.
The other question we got to ask, what happened? What happened? Who asked for the divorces? There's a more than 50% chance that she asked for the divorce.
That's a really good question right there.
And also, like Russia True said, I guarantee you she's getting child support from both of them and probably alimony from at least one of them until she get married again. So,
but if she could be getting child support, but as far as alimony, if none of those guys made, like she said, the amount of money she want a guy to make now, the alimony can't be too high.
Yeah, I ain't saying telling the woman. I'm not wouldn't tell a woman to settle, but she needs to. And I'm not saying lower her expectations, but she needs to be reasonable. She's unreasonable right now.
There you go. Like I said,
1% of the man in the United States make $150,000, or like 5 or 10%, something like that.
Right.
But
and like I said, you know, on the past show, some of the women, they don't have to settle, but they have to realize where they at in the dating market. You know, if you can get Morris Chestnut, realize you lucked up, but understand you're not Denzel Morris Chestnut quality. You know what I'm saying?
Especially with 4 children and 2 divorces.
Right.
That's wrong answer.
Like, oh boy, do you think I felt like you would have a shot at somebody like, I don't know, let's say what's this girl running around, Chloe Bailey or whatever her name is? You seen that female?
Financially, no. For financially, I would be disqualified because she ain't she a millionaire?
Yeah, so whatever. But I'm saying you understand that.
Yeah.
You kind of understand where you at, you know, for dealing with other people on your level or who not on your level. The women come here, they are, you know, Rush Truth. I'm not getting on women. You know, if you want to, matter of fact, let me speak this. If you want to do a show on one of these men, if you want to do a show on one of these men on here, you can come on here and present a man. We could critique that. But I'm saying the guys understand. They be like, oh no, they see certain females, or they be like, they know they ain't got a chance, basically. But you know, some of these women feel like all is game. You know, no matter how many kids they get or whatever. All right, but we're gonna go on. We're gonna try to find out how much she made.
So I married at 19 or 20. And we met in college, and neither of us at the time had money. We were young. I had 3 kids. Well, I became a mom to 3 kids in 1 year. My oldest son, I adopted him, and then I gave birth to my 2 biological kids.
3 kids in 1 year?
She said
she adopted one. The first one she said she adopted.
So, as a woman, to have 2 kids in 1 year, can you do that?
You can't. I mean, it takes 9 months to make a kid. I mean,
she just went back into the ring after she had the first one. That basically she
had them back. She had them back to back. So when she had one, she probably and had another one.
Yeah, had to be.
Got impregnated again, at least.
Yeah, as soon as everything healed up, it's ready to go back to work.
Ready to go.
Great day.
Next in line. And so, no, he didn't have a lot of money at the time. Now he does very well for himself. He's older. And I'm not looking to date someone who's in their young 20s. So I would expect that any man who reaches out to me, he has also done well for himself at this age.
Okay. Shaw, this is going to be said, so I'm going to let you respond to it. Okay. Mm-hmm. I know they're going to say, you know, you were married to 2 men, had children by 2 men who didn't make $150K. And now you're a mom of 4. Granted, they're not that young. Your kids are 18, 14, 13, and 6. Now you're a mom of 4, and you want the next man to, I guess, in so many ways, make more income than the men you were married to and had children by. So what's your response to that?
Well, it would be foolish for anyone to have the same standard they had at 18 years old when they're 36. I don't know. That's kind of
okay. I'm gonna follow that. And see what you don't understand by saying that. The men thinking the same way.
Yeah. That's
They're not
how
gonna have the same
ignorant
status.
she is ignorant.
I just want to know. We still haven't found out how much she makes, but
we waiting on Kendra G to ask her that.
Yeah, we still on the sidelines on that one. But she has so she has 4 kids. One's adopted,
right?
But he was adopted while she was with husband number 1.
That would sound like.
Okay, so and then she has a second kid. Why? I mean, not the second kid, the second husband. So why is she? And the youngest one is how old? 5?
I think she said like 5 or something like that. And it's single digits. I know that single digits.
Right. So why is she looking for somebody now? Hold on. I just want to know why she's wanting somebody now. You've been through 2 failed marriages for whatever reason they failed. You're getting your eldest. I would assume you're getting him ready to go off to college,
right?
And you still got the other 3 under that. You yourself are in school, and whatever you do for whatever you're consulting, whatever that is, you're doing that. So, at what point does she feel like she's actually going to have time for a relationship? And how much is she engaging with her sons or her children? I'm like, again, 2 failed marriages. The youngest is 5. How much time is she spending with them if she's doing all this other stuff?
That's a good question. But she feels she deserves a man making 6 figures that she ain't gonna have no time to tend to. But
no, yeah, I think she just wants the money. I think that's what it is. She said first marriage, they didn't have any money. They were broke. But they stayed together.
Right.
Yeah, but they were together. So, I mean,
first off,
money is coming and going. Money can come and go. Like, I don't. Go ahead. What were you saying, old boy?
Go ahead, old boy.
No, I'm just saying. First off, I will give her this. Biologically, she got 3 kids, so she said she adopted one of them.
Right.
But I mean, nonetheless, if she adopted them and still taking care of them, I'm assuming it was
4 is 4. 4 is still 4.
I'm assuming it was either the oldest one. It was either the oldest one or the second oldest one that was adopted.
I think it was the first one. I thought she said it was the first one.
What would make you do that if you have? None of this don't make no sense.
It don't make sense. But see, in her position, I guess she would determine that a man needs to make $150K. Because in her position with 4 kids, right? And if she, like I say, she could be getting child support and all that stuff. But let's say she don't. So she would have to bust her behind to make about that money to take up for the kids if she's doing it alone. If she ain't getting child support.
Help. She needs help.
So you could run into a good man that don't have all this baggage. He could make a decent living off of 80K. He would like to have 150K, but he don't need that to live a decent life. But she would need that because she got so much baggage.
I think she also has some what's the word? Yeah, because 80K. I mean, it might be tight.
Right.
It'll definitely be tight. If we're just basing it off of his income alone, definitely be tight. But I think she's got some, like she said, she was married young. So you grew up you were a kid having kids practically. So you never got to enjoy your 20s. And now you in your 30s and you got 2 divorces under your belt.
Right.
And now she feels like she's owed something because she missed out on it the first time.
Right.
So maybe she's trying to go for someone that could financially provide what she wasn't able to get the first time around. Like, I don't know, maybe some nice vacations, some designer bags, nice car. I guess. I mean, it might not be materialistic, but I just don't see why you would want all of a sudden that right now when you've already done it twice and you got 4 kids out of it.
Right. She's trying to sell us a car with a blown up motor and saying the car's worth more with the blown up motor than it was when it was running. So
Lemon.
Yeah, let's go.
A nonsensical question for the people who would ask that.
Oh, they're gonna say it. Absolutely, this is gonna be said. This is why I wanted you to respond to it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, why would I go for this? Why would I have the same standards when I'm 18 as I would have when I'm 36?
Let me speak from, I guess, that mindset. And that mindset, when I read the comments, and I've been doing the show for 4 years, basically a man that makes 150K, do you want to get married again?
I would like to.
Okay, so it would be a man that would have to accept you and your 4 children, essentially.
Yeah.
So the method, the mindset is, why would a man who makes 150K, potentially marry a woman that has 4 kids, and her baby daddies or her ex-husband, because you were actually married, they didn't even make that requirement. So why, as a man that I have it, should I align myself with that?
That's a good question.
That's what I see in the comment section.
Yes, sir.
And why would a man making $150,000? This is the other question I have.
Go ahead.
Does she want the man? Does a man have to have kids, or does he not have to have kids?
I think she's getting into that a little later. But even if he had a kid and if he had 1 kid making 150K, still, why would he come to you making that money with 2 kids and you got 4?
Thank you. You said exactly what I was about to say. Go ahead.
All right.
Understand 2 things. One, why would the man compare himself to someone that I chose when I was very young? That doesn't make sense, because they're not.
Pause. So if she look at it as you going by her past, as you comparing yourself to the people in the past. See, this is where the delusion come in. The guys are not comparing themselves to the guys in the past because they got you and they wasn't making 150K. What they saying is you gave them all of that and they didn't have all what you asking for right now. So she thinks it's a competition thing. Men don't give a damn about the other man like that. They just give a damn about the damage he done and left behind. Is that a fair statement?
She's delusional. That's the fair statement.
Nice competition. And 2, why wouldn't that man want me?
Hold on.
You see how bold she said that?
She's lost.
Why wouldn't he want?
Why wouldn't he want me? No.
Because you got 2 marriages. Mostly them. I mean, I do. One red flag is the marriage. One red flag is the children. The children gonna hold more weight than failed marriages.
That's what I said. Yep.
Well, yeah, because you got the children. The children are for life. The children are forever. So, right. And then she's saying, "Why wouldn't he?" No, honey, you not. She's not being truthful in who she really is, because no. I'm not.
Why hasn't Kendra G asked her how much money she make? That's what I want to know. And
one thing that we definitely got to take into account is besides the kids and the failed marriage you got to deal with, the psyche, just the things she's saying. So imagine just your day-to-day interactions with this person. Why wouldn't you want to be with me?
She is lost. Like
Russia Truth said, she feel like she's old. She's older, man, with 150K. I done dealt with bums. I done had 3 kids by me, and I adopted one from somebody that just completely left the kid.
Old, or even a better word is entitled.
That's a real good word.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, entitled. Let's see what else she got to say. But she is bold. And what kills me is that these women, they want this. I said this before. Want this man making all this money. The typical, unless he's some kind of entertainer or some kind of, just say entertainer that can do one thing really good and got famous somehow. But the average dude that's making 150K ain't did it by being dumb. But you want him to be dumb when it comes to picking you.
There you go.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
It's like you don't know what you're asking for.
She
But maybe I'm wrong. You know, women, y'all watching these on the replay.
She's still immature in her mindset. That's an immature mindset still.
She need to find a man that's gonna take care of them, that's gonna love her.
It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, it is not gonna be no dude making no $150,000. She might be lucky if the dude making $40,000 or $50,000 and just he just doing whatever he got to do. Hell, he might have 1 or 2 kids.
He need to
all come together.
Worker.
Yeah, just a regular dude that's gonna love her and them children, and they gonna be happy. You not finding no dude making no 100. She ain't say 100. She said 150. So if he making 100, yeah. So if he making 120, oh, you disqualified.
You disqualified. 135. You disqualified. But she says she deserves it.
Hey.
Let's see.
Let me speed this up. This is the
let me do the Kendra Cam now. Wait, move back a little bit. So she said, "Why when a man want?"
Okay, I don't know about this, but I gotta say something. This is where I'm highly offended. I'm highly offended about this.
I'm highly offended as well. I'm highly
because she think that us as men are this dumb.
Yeah.
That she could present her body and we're gonna overlook everything else.
Everything else.
This is still a high school. Go ahead, Rush.
No, I mean, like, okay, you look like you in shape. Okay, good job. But those are features that can change. I mean, like, you can unfortunately fall into some type of tragedy and not look like that, and then you gonna want him to marry you because you look like that, and then if you don't look like that anymore, and then he divorces you, that's divorce number 3, right. And then what else do you have to offer
besides them baby pictures that you got on the back wall that the kids done drew? Can you see
that? Is that what that? Oh, okay, yeah, I can see it.
But go ahead.
No, I was just saying, but that's literally all she sounds like she has to offer.
Right,
her physical self. Yeah.
Go ahead, old
Is
boy.
her hair real?
No, the hair ain't real. That's not all. That's not her hair. All her. I ain't gonna say it's not. I highly doubt it is. I'm gonna say this. This might offend some people. This is gonna offend some people, but I don't really care. She's here for one thing and one thing only, and that's it.
Come on, man. You think she on the carousel?
That's all. Hey, she's either gonna have some companionship, some type of companionship, somebody that's gonna be there,
right?
Play with the kids for a couple minutes and go on by out the door. But her finding a dude making that kind of money, she can find a dude that's working at McDonald's or working, a regular little Rudy Poo job or anything, just a regular schmegular guy. Yeah, she can find that all day. But what she's looking for, it's highly unlikely she's going to find that type of man that's going to deal with that situation. That's all I'm saying.
That's I'm highly offended. She figured that's going to top everything. That she can stand up and look slim and do a twirl. But them kids, and her brain about neck and neck with them kids is going to be a difficult thing to deal with. They're about neck and neck.
No, her brain is below.
You think it's below?
She's a Bob Bird brain.
Like I say, I think she got a chance at a real old man that's just gonna see some value in her youth. That done raise her family and he don't, he just old. Or even a young guy, he ain't gonna deal with it but so long, but he gonna think he doing something because he got an older woman and he tapping that. But a guy her age, middle age, he done been through that and he ain't too old to know better. And then understand all this package deal stuff. No.
He ain't dealing with that.
No. Let's see what else she got to say.
I'm fit. I'm gorgeous. I'm intelligent. I attend Harvard University.
She attend Harvard University online.
That I about to say the same thing. The online portion.
I'm very successful in my own right, especially because I have 4 children. And I'm also not looking for a man who doesn't have children. I would prefer that the man.
Oh Lord!
Hold on.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Rush. Stop the tape. Go ahead, Rush.
Hold on. She said she's looking for a man who doesn't have children.
But well, okay, what about a man that's looking for the woman that ain't got no children? Then what?
But she bringing a whole team to the relationship with her fake hair and her yoga pants.
Let's run it back. I think she said she don't want a man that don't get kids. Let's run it back. Let's see that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm intelligent. I attend Harvard University. I'm very successful in my own right, especially because I have 4 children. And I'm also not looking for a man who doesn't have children. I would prefer that the man
has
already been married at least.
Okay.
And then she snuck in that.
Stop. Hold. Go ahead.
I say she snuck in that. It makes her more special because she got the kids. But go ahead.
She said she don't want a man that hasn't been married and hasn't had kids. So she want a man basically in her same situation.
But she didn't say how many kids.
It don't matter, even if it's just one. But
even that about a dozen situation. You bring yours and I bring mine.
What she want is a man that's she's 36. She want a man that's about 50-something years old, late 40s, 50-something years old, established. That probably done been married for a long time, 20 years, something like that. Right. That's trying to start over, so they can come together like the Brady Bunch.
Right, but if that man making $150K, don't got no kids, and she found out him and he approached him, she's still gonna try to shoot her shot.
Well, see, this is the thing too. So she wants him to make $150K,
right?
And she said she wants him to have kids, right?
Right.
That's right. All right. So, what's the percentage of ex-husbands that are stuck on child support?
Right. If they got $150K, they ain't going all her way.
Exactly. So you want a man. So she's not being. So this whole thing is a sham. Her name is Shaw, but she need to turn that W to an M. Because this ain't it, all right? This is $150K. He has to have kids. You can automatically the man paying child support.
Yeah, he paying child support.
And maybe even alimony.
Yep. And anytime he can get a call from one of his baby mamas saying, "I need extra," that ain't already on the books.
Let's ask a question.
Go ahead.
How many men in the United States you think make over 6 figures, over $100,000?
I think it's like 1 point something percent. Might even be under 1%.
It's actually 21%.
21%.
Okay, so out of that 21%, how many of those men you think are black? What percentage?
Okay, now you're getting back to the number I was talking about.
It's actually higher. It's 8%. A lot of black men, 8%. That's a lot higher than I thought. 8% of black men in the United States make $100,000 or more,
and most of them men already accounted for. But go ahead. When it comes to
what percent? Let's see. Okay, I got another one. I say 6%, 6 to 8%. So it's 300 million men,
right,
in the United States. Whatever that percentage is black. Make those black men there. I'm trying to break down the numbers.
I understand what you're saying. Go ahead, brother.
She's trying to find, like you said, 6 to 8% of the men. It's a few 100,000 men in the United States that make that money. Basically, that's what it come down to.
Right.
She's trying to find a needle in a haystack. Yeah, needle in a haystack. It's 300 million people in.
Go ahead.
It's 300 million people. She might can find her a white man or an Indian man. Maybe she have a little better chance just off of the numbers. I'm assuming she probably want a black man, but I don't know. Go ahead.
Maybe the white man might be a little African, but those other ethnicities like Indian and all that, I don't think they too cool with the baby mama stuff. You don't really see them type of relationships outside of America. They nicely. Yeah, they look at you like spoiled milk. That's like more of an American thing.
Most Indian white men date outside their race more than anybody, but they don't date black women. They date Asian women. They date. I think the biggest interracial relationships as far as white men is Asian.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken. But go ahead.
All right.
He wants. It would be great if he has a small child, because my youngest daughter is 6 and she's kind of like, even though she's not a single child, you know, my oldest son goes off to Howard in the fall. My youngest son is at one of the top junior college preparatory boarding schools in America. So he doesn't live with me. My other daughter, she's going to be headed off soon. So it's really just my baby girl who's with me. I would love if I could meet a man who also has a small child that I can be a mother to as well.
I was going to ask that question. So there's not an expectation that this man has to financially provide for your children?
I provide for my children.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is, if you got married, is there expectation for him to financially provide for your children in any way?
There would be an expectation for him to provide for the household, as I also provide for my household.
Oh,
go ahead. God. I'm about to say it. Go ahead. Go ahead and say it.
First off, before I get to that, let me go to some back to these numbers here. According to a 2008 study, 9% of white newlyweds married someone of a different race or ethnicity. The most common interracial pairings were white, and actually it was Hispanic. I forgot about Hispanic. 41%. So most white men that date interracially is gonna get it with a Hispanic woman, followed by white Asian, which is 15%, then white black at 11%. This woman.
Go ahead.
It was a saying that Kevin Samuels used to say. I don't know if you remember what he used to say, Will, but I'm just don't even say it. Matter of fact, don't even say that. But
okay,
she's gonna be alone.
Yeah, with a pet.
She keep up these expectations. She's gonna be alone with these expectations. She can get her a rose and because what? Nah, the woman like this, she can find a man.
Yeah, she can find a man. But 150K.
She can find a man. But the man she want, first off, most likely doesn't want her.
There you go.
She need to come back to reality, man.
Way back down to reality. Like I said, let's use some kind of entertainment. The guys that make 150K and over, they usually ain't no dummies. And they know they had to work hard to get whatever they had to do to get the 150K. And they know they reaches way further in the dating pool because they got that. And they're gonna reach over her. That's what I think.
A man making that kind of money, you got to think about what he can get.
Let me read a super chat. We got a super chat up here. An intelligent man making 100 and up is looking for a financially responsible female, single with no children, aka George Lucas and Melody House. Correct. What's that? Reese Media. Yeah, that's correct. And I appreciate the pull up. Yeah, it's totally correct.
Okay.
Rush the Truth.
You got some paid questions, girl. You know.
Rush Truth.
You got anything to say about that?
I was just waiting to hear what else she's gonna.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let's see what else she got going.
Okay.
Oh, you got some paid questions, girl.
Let's get it going.
Now, for just move a little bit. You're so close to the middle. Go. There we go. Perfect.
Okay. Sorry.
All right. Get It Done said, Kendra, ask her what her requirements would have been hadn't she married twice with 4 kids.
I would have looked for a man who didn't have children, and probably who had not married yet. I think for me, this is just my opinion, I believe that people who don't have children already and people who have never been married, they should mate together. So that you can have a lot of those first experiences with someone else who's also going, having those first experiences. But I've had.
I say that's probably one of the most rational things.
That's about the only thing I agree with her, Shelly. But how she understand that, but can't understand her own situation. but her expectations are so high. Like, again, I'm not saying she should have low expectations. I mean, that's fine. All this is fine if that's what she wants.
Right.
But that's not what she gonna get.
No, hell no.
I also want to know, like, how many is too many for the other guy? Like, for him personally. Like, if she says that she has a young child and she would like for him to also have a young child. We're just talking about one kid. What if he has 5 kids?
Let's say he got 5 kids and 5 baby mamas, but he make $150,000. Is he, by her standards, he's qualified?
Right, because she didn't say it was a limit on the kids he got to have. She said it's a cap, not a cap, but a threshold on the money.
On the money, he got to make so much money. I guess the kids don't matter as long as he's making the money.
But see, she also states now she's saying that she provides for her own.
Mm-hmm.
One of them doesn't live with her. One is in what she said the eldest is going with the Howard.
She said, I don't know. She said about to graduate. I know she said she's going to Harvard.
College. Yeah, but I thought she said, well, the eldest she said was going off to college.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the others, because I think it's just the 2 boys who are seem like to be the eldest, because she said the daughter. But regardless, like, she's saying that he doesn't have to. The man himself does not have to be able to provide for her children. Okay, that's respectful. Like, you made some sense on that, because like I said, $150K ain't gonna cut that. And she's saying that she provides for them along with their education, because he got one in like a prestigious private school.
Right.
So I don't know. This is still weird. It's still not making sense.
Well, on that point you made about not providing for a child, she kind of said you do and don't at the same time. She said, but provide for the household, which the kids are in the house. Bill? Come again?
Was she talking about a light bill? Because, like, I mean, yeah, because she did say that, and that still doesn't. She's still trying to have it both ways. I think she's trying not to make it seem too extreme.
Right.
Trying to make it sound reasonable, but it's still not reasonable if you pay attention.
Yeah, because the food in the refrigerator gonna go faster.
Mm-hmm.
The bill gonna go up faster. The water bill gonna go up faster. When you go out to eat, everything going up because you got to provide for the household, according to her. Right?
Yeah, like I guess she wants. I think what it is like it sounds like. Yeah, like his money is going to be for everybody still.
There you go. She tried to beat around the bush, but basically, yeah, you got to provide for the kids. You're right.
Yeah.
Done that. I've been married twice. I have my children. I don't want any more biological children. So I prefer a man who's looking for a ready-made family. I would like for him to already have a family so that we can come together and, make shit shake.
Woo, make shit shake. All right. Ma said, I'm sure as a consultant, she makes around $150K. So if that's what she's asking for, I ain't mad at it.
I know that's a woman.
It might be. It might be. But if a man's making that, like he don't really need you. It had to be just he wants you type thing. Let me keep going.
So she's on your side, and then Lord of Leon said, "With that in mind, fellas, never settle. These women raise their standards, raise yours. And settling for us looks different for women." Shout out to Kendra. You look amazing. Thank you, Lord of Leon. Okay.
So that comment is basically saying if she raising her standards, then the fellas raise theirs. But most of these fellas are already on, maybe not the young ones, but the middle-aged men are already on game on these type of women.
She gonna end up with somebody like old boy said earlier. She's just gonna end up with somebody older, because with older than what she's probably gauging, what she's looking for.
Right.
I mean, if he's been there, done that, and he has a young kid, he's probably going to want to step. He's probably going to want to step his up too, and of course, not have to go through that all over again. So, I think that comment is fair in regards to, like, if she's at that point where she wants to step up her game, he might be at the point where he wants to step up his too.
I got a solution to her problem. I got a solution.
What kind of solution you got?
She need to find her a sugar daddy.
I say it's gonna
somebody don't mind. Somebody don't mind spending no money. They don't care if she got kids. Long as she take care of him when he need to get take care of, whatever that is. It could be just be spending time or anything, whatever. That's about the best. That's about the best she gonna get. I don't know what else she can do.
Maybe it should that, but if I say an older guy, a man about in his upper 60s, 70s that just see value in that body she showed and all that, because it might be a little bit more difficult for him to get those type of younger women unless it's just about money. But a man her age can get women that look like her all day long, far as figure and shape and youth looking, and know how to deal with 4 kids.
And but you also he also might want to go with somebody younger.
Yeah, he might.
Yeah, somebody younger without no kids.
Right. So, because then if he look at her and see, okay, you got the shape, all right, good, good job on that, good genes on that, but you got 4 kids, and he might have his few, but he might not want to. He might want to have more kids.
Right. Yeah. So why would you get her? She said she wanted to get her in a Brady Bunch relationship where he already got his kids, she already got her kids. But most likely, if that man gets with her, he's gonna want to have he's gonna have kids with her of their own.
Right. Like I said, she gotta understand the game she's playing. If she get that man making $150K, especially if she don't want no more kids by him, and he already said got his kids or even don't got kids, but he making $150K, right? That means at any time he could take that money and leave her.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime, just pick up and go. So she can't be coming on up to this man like she coming up to us on his internet. This $150K man.
I mean, when first of all, that doesn't make sense. Men have never settled.
Yes, they have.
Do you agree with that, old boy?
Yeah, men settle all the time. Men settle. If there are some statistics that you can look up to find who settles more, men and women, it's gonna be men. Most men, we happy. I mean, we gonna get what we can get at the. We're happy to have a woman in our presence. I mean, at the same, like, what is he talking about?
I don't know.
And that ain't even about settling. We just don't have the same standards as women.
Right. Like she said, the whole slavery thing, whatever kind of analogy that was, men are on that too. And then you got, I hope I'm saying this right, Reese, Rossi, my brother right here says you're correct. And we also have another super chat. Let's go ahead and get that in. One question we should ask ourselves is, how many men making over 100K are watching Kendra G looking for a female? That's a real good question. Are 100K men sitting around looking at this show? Or they too busy making 100K?
They're sitting around. They ain't watching this. I'll tell you that. I don't know what they're doing. I don't make that much.
Definitely not.
Yeah, that's a real good question. But is she out here looking for 100K man on this internet on Kendra G's show? Which, shout out to Kendra G, because, without her show, we wouldn't be doing this video tonight. But let's keep going.
Men, they don't settle. They go for, and this is the problem, because there could be a man who didn't deserve an awesome, I'm not going to curse, an awesome woman. But that awesome woman gives him a chance. And now he feels like, oh, well, these are the type of women that I can get because I've gotten one of these. And they just shoot higher and higher and higher. Men, especially Black men, they're born with audacity. And so I'm not really sure where this whole narrative comes from, that men have been settling in the past and now they need to raise their standards. Your standards have already been higher than what you've even, deserved all this time.
Hold on. She's saying men ain't settled, but her second husband married her when she already had 3 kids.
That's a good point. He settled for something, man.
Exactly.
So did the second husband have kids already?
I know they had a kid together, but I don't know if he had his own before her.
That's
I think she adopted one,
and she ain't gonna divulge. She ain't gonna do nothing to implicate herself.
She adopted one, had 2 with the first husband, and then had another one with the last husband. That's what the numbers sound like.
Right.
And he hightailed up out of there. He said, I can't do this. I'm taking care of another man's children. I got to take care of her and my children. And she's freaking delusional. Think about this. Think about her mindset right now. How she's
That's
thinking,
what I'm about to go into. Go ahead.
She's thinking like this within the marriage.
Right. You dealing with a goddamn tornado brain, a whole bunch of bolts spinning in that tornado. Boy, you
oh my God.
Great day.
Go ahead.
We can keep going, yeah.
Humble yourself, King.
No.
Humble yourself, King. Esther said, "Hi, Kendra. I watch your show all the time. Love it. I wonder, do these women know the type of job or the amount of person has to make per hour in order to make 100K?" So I hear this a lot. They want to know. I mean, you said you went to Harvard, or you going to Harvard?
I'm a Harvard graduate student right now.
Okay, you're a Harvard graduate student. So I'm assuming you know of men in these salary ranges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the question is, and this is a question a lot, they want to know, do women think of men who actually, or do they even know the professions of men that make 100K or more? But if you went to Harvard, my assumption is you know plenty.
Most people date within their social circle. So if you have to really try to find, if it's really difficult for you to find a man who makes over 6 figures, change your circle. You know, same thing for me. Like, I don't have a lot of men that I'm around right now who are.
Is it that easy? If you making 50K, just to start hanging around some 150K people, you just change like that?
She is delusional. Okay, let's think about it like this. Let's think about the graduate student she's going to school with.
Right.
The men, right? They say they in class. I'm assuming let's just say she's going to Harvard, which I highly doubt. But let's just say they're in class and these men are in their class with her. They run her, she's a nice looking woman. You seem like a nice woman. Then they find out she's been married twice with 4 children. Right. 1 adopted and 3 biological, 4 children.
Mm-hmm.
That man gonna run away with his pants on fire.
Right.
If he got any kind of mind. And unless that's the situation you want, what you got to think about, how many men want that? What type of man wants that situation for his relationship?
We also got to think about, all right, so as a female, all right, so she's now, well, that probably what degree she said, doctorate? Which one is either way?
Graduate.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess
you trying to master's or a doctorate. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she's going for her graduate degree. What? Because what's the question? Forming the question. How long did she stay out of school before she decided to go back for her graduate degree? Because if it was a man, he would have just kept going, right? Because a woman is the one that stays home with the kids, supposedly, as far as like maternity leave, and probably even trying to or wanting to raise them up to a certain age before you start taking them to daycare and things like that. So, but if it's a man, he's not having to do all of that, so he's still going through school. So I just wonder what the age group is that she's looking at or that she's with when she's in school that she sees all of this.
Mid to late 20s. It's going to be like 26, 27, 28, 29. It's going to be that man in that range that's in school with her right now. So, but she's 36 36, 37, with 4 children. It ain't even the age.
Mm-hmm.
You got 4 children.
Right. And let me
and 2 marriages.
And let me tell you what, she's talking about all this graduate stuff and all this stuff she got going on. Not to say she wouldn't have done it if she ain't had them kids, but them kids put fire up under her ass because she probably feel like I gotta do something because I'm getting swamped here. So it's good that she got what she got and she's doing what she's doing, but would that be the case if she wasn't under pressure of having 4 kids with no man? Are you with me?
Yeah, let's highlight he put the pronouncement in.
He says pronounced like
is it Richie?
No,
Richie?
like
yeah,
chai, chai tea, like chai.
Yeah.
Ray chai. Like
Yeah,
chai
Ray
tea.
Ray chai?
Yeah, Ray
I
chai.
don't drink no tea, so I don't know how to even say that.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I need
I
to
like
watch
that.
let me read the super chat. I need to watch your reaction videos. I appreciate it, brother. The women using the sign language very tactfully. She is setting the table to blame men and be a victim when she does not get that said 150K. Yeah, she's playing the victim. It's our fault that we not picking her. She deserve it. She showed us her body. It's our fault that we leave her on the table. This is the mental stuff you're dealing with right here.
So
it don't make no sense.
Make away. Let me ask you a question. How many black women in her position do you think like this? Or how many women, you can just say women in general or black women in the United States have her mindset?
I'm gonna be lenient and say 80.
You're nice. Okay. Oh, you're not being nice, but okay.
Well, how would you answer that question?
I would say it's very high. It's up there. I don't know the exact percentage, but it's somewhere up in that range. It's more than 60, 70. Because, you think about the time we live in right now. We live in social media, Instagram, TikTok. You got all these influencers. You got these women, and a lot of women is on these platforms looking at all these people, and the question is going to always be, I can do better. I can do better because I'm looking at this, I'm looking at that.
Right.
I mean, that's just what it is. I'm sorry.
Yep, they on some social media app scrolling, looking at some kind of stuff without even realizing that a lot of that stuff is set up just for you to do what you're doing, just to like the video.
Getting brainwashed.
Yeah. Not all of it, but most of it.
Most of it, so, yeah, not all.
And this goes back to this is some high school thinking she got to go. I'm going back to the thing when she showed her body and figure that every concern a man has about her should go out the window because she got a body. That's that's some high school thinking. Now you can come at some young 20-year-olds, some guys that's just starting to get their way up in the I guess sexual intercourse or whatever. But that ain't gonna work out here in your age. But go ahead.
But you all no, I wouldn't say that.
Oh,
I wouldn't say that because you gotta think, you gotta look at her. You gotta think what she just did. You don't think she's doing that to the men that's semi-interested in her or kind of interested? She's not an ugly woman. She got a nice little body, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna look at that, and that's gonna be the access point. And
but would I keep them?
Hell no.
Nah, that's
like I said earlier.
She gonna do catch and release.
No, they gonna do catch and release. Yeah, that's what the man gonna do. Gonna do catch and release. She, listen.
No, she catch it with the bottom.
I like to come up.
That ain't making 150K with kids and divorces under the belt.
That's one way to look at it. But if she already done, the man done got that sexual stimulation out of her, she kind of got released.
Yeah,
I could be wrong. I'm not a female though. Like I said, Rush Truth. I appreciate you being on here and giving us a female perspective.
Just
go ahead.
7-figure, or 8-figure men. I want to elevate my circle. So as far as 150K is really low for the men that I'm around.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sir.
Where does she live? Okay, if you in California,
she in San Antonio, Texas. She in Texas.
No, yeah. San Antonio, Texas, $150,000. You are rich.
I would say rich, but you might be doing all right.
No, not rich, but I'm saying in Texas, anywhere in the Southeast, anywhere in the Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Florida, $150,000, you're doing pretty good. You're not a millionaire, but you living pretty good. You living pretty good.
Yeah,
you got a nice. You should have a nice home. You got a nice car, a nice little car. Even if you're a frugal person making that kind of money, you probably got some money put up in the bank. Like,
if that person making that kind of money and they frugal, they staying far away from something like this.
Far away.
Yeah, because you're talking about money for a household. That's I hear what you're saying. That's a lot of money, but not with that many kids.
No, that's what I said. Not with that many kids. No.
The way she talking, the way you talking, the man got to be making 150. So let's just go off of the guesstimate or I don't know. I'm just making an educated guess that she has to be making at least around that much, even if it's a little less, 100. She could probably make it, even if she's making like 90, 100, something like that. That's, $260,000, 250, between $250,000 and $300,000 household income.
I'll tell you what, she probably not even making that money. She probably just
I don't think she is.
She probably just saying she doing this and being in graduate school, so I know I'm gonna make that later on, so he need to make that now. I bet that's what she's thinking. She's thinking she hired Mighty because she's doing all this stuff, right? So she deserved that. We don't know how much she making.
A real person, a real woman making her money. A real money. If she was really making money, she would just came up there and say, "Yeah, I got a business. I got a 6-7 figure business. Or I'm a nurse, or I'm a whatever my occupation is. I'm making this much money. I need the brother to be becoming. He need to be coming to the table with close to what I'm making or more, preferably. Like, what are we doing here? What is she talking about?
Well, she said she do consult. I hope she ain't consulting other women how to get a man.
How to get no man, because she'll be fired.
Yeah. But Rush True, how you have pronounced that name? My man here said you got that right.
Ray Chai.
Ray
like
Chai.
Chai. Yeah, Ray Chai.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, it's not difficult to find those men for me.
So, okay, so the men that you're around, you don't want to date any of them?
Oh no, I'm open to it. I just my last relationship was in December. Okay. And so I'm in therapy. I'm still in therapy, and I'm probably gonna be in therapy for the next 5 years.
So she's in therapy for her brain.
She lost.
Why in the world?
They say women in her situation need to have therapy though.
This is going to be a big thing for a man to handle, because when she crashing out and that therapist can't get on the phone, she can't set an appointment. And guess what she going to expect you to be besides a stepfather and a crazy ass man? What she going to want you to be? A damn therapist. That man going to run out there with draws like they on fire.
She wearing that red jacket for a reason. She a whole red flag. You still in?
And she's actually gonna be there for the next 5 years.
She needs to hang up the coat of relationship for some time. Focus on her kids.
Mm-hmm.
Get her degree, and then and finish up therapy, because that's too much. That's too much.
That's a lot. That's a lot. She maybe this is just her so-called armor, her front. Maybe she done been hurt and damaged. Maybe this is her coping mechanism by coming and saying, like, I'm all, what's that song? I'm every woman. It's all in me. Whitney Houston. Type of stuff going on right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she completely believed that lie she said, that men don't settle. So she's definitely not on Earth with us right now. I don't know where she is.
Yeah, she on the moon.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, way out there. What's past the moon? The Milky Way?
That black
Harvard
hole.
degree will come Harvard type debt. Go see, we ain't even bring that up.
There's that too. Yeah, there's definitely that. I was thinking that, but yeah, he's right.
Yeah,
that's not a cheap school.
no.
Like she keeps throwing it out there. Like everybody's supposed to be impressed. But
you talking about where you went to school, but what are you doing? Where's the money? What are you doing? What kind of job you got? Forget that school. What are you doing?
That's why she feels she's deserved that $150K man, because she already know that she gonna finish her school and become a graduate and then be some kind of super consultant. She might need to wait till she finish school and finish therapy and raise that little. I mean, there's a lot going on, man.
She got too much going on. She need to park that truck she driving and go find a hammock somewhere and chill, because no. I know, like, I don't think there's a man out there that wants all that she got going on.
Let this foolish.
That's coming from a woman.
It's really good, to just be able to talk things out and not give so much, not put so much of your baggage on your friends and your families. And so now I said, during the summertime, I'm going to get back out there and I'm going to start dating again. So this is what I'm doing.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm listening intently. So although you're around the 6-figure man, you said that you want to elevate. So you really want a man in the 7-8-figure range.
Yes, because I'm going to be there.
I'm going to be there.
Well, why you ain't there right now?
I'm not here to shoot nobody's dreams down, but like I say, she putting the cart before the horse. She want the man that already have all this stuff, and she gonna play catch up.
No, and again, we still don't know what type of consulting she does.
I don't know. Lord knows.
Is it financial consulting? What the heck is she got? It can't be financial. I don't. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Just to be getting back in the dating game, she starting off bad.
Oh, honey. Child, I don't even know these questions. We done got attention. Y'all tonight, I'm confusing my own damn way. Oh, there's someone wants me to say this. Thomas B said, trust me, the slaves knew that they were enslaved. For you to repeat that nonsense near Juneteenth is ignorant. So I guess the analogy you made about Black women not realizing that they were enslaved because of the men they were choosing, I think it's response to that statement.
Well, I think that person, Thomas B, doesn't understand history, and that's okay. Not everyone likes to read, so.
She totally missed that. This ain't had nothing to do with understanding history. What he's saying is you comparing dating to slavery is no correlation in that.
That Harvard degree showing.
There you go.
That liberal Harvard degree, but go ahead. I ain't gonna get into that.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's
yeah, we say that for Old Boy TV. Y'all subscribe to his channel. We get on there and talk about some political stuff,
Oh yeah.
He don't mind having his channel used as a battering ram. All right.
All right. What was my last question that I asked you, child? I'm supposed to be out here hosting the show. Oh, I don't even remember my damn questions, child. You done did the Kendra Cam. We done did the Kendra Cam right away to let y'all know what it is.
I'm sorry.
No, I think, did I ask you your deal breakers? I don't think we got to the
Yes, because I said my deal breaker would be a man who can't afford to live the lifestyle.
Okay, so we're still kind of early. Should the guy look a certain way?
I would like for him to be, 5'9". I have dated mostly Black men in my past. I'm open to any race. That's pretty much, and he has to be attractive. And if you're an attractive person, if you go out and you get looks all the time, you're an attractive person. That's what I'm looking for. So I don't have certain features.
That's gonna make it even tougher for a $150K man and know he's attractive that getting looks all the time. Like she
ain't asking no 6 foot man though. She ain't asking no 6 foot man.
So
she said 5'9".
She gave him a little off the top.
But if a man making all that money is already getting looks, that means he can just pick him, right?
Yeah, her ass ain't even on the radar. That's
man.
She on the outside looking in.
I wonder where all this type of self-appraisal comes from. It just boggles me.
Kardashians. I blame the Kardashians.
No, I blame men.
Just some men. It is some men. It is
It's
some men,
all-
especially
Hey,
young
we been
ones.
on the Kardashians too. We seen them all.
But the Kardashians only deal with millionaires. That's the difference.
Yeah.
All the men that they've been dealing with was athletes, entertainers. They've all been able to. Don't women's not messing with no broke dudes. That's point blank.
No, they ain't messing with no broke dudes, but they women see them and
broke
think
on
that
their
they
level.
can be or are them. So that's more so what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they definitely don't deal with no broke men. They break them though.
Oh yeah, they do that. Put
I mean, they're broke and our broke is different.
No,
Yeah,
I know.
yep,
I'm just talking about
yeah.
they still break them. We've seen before and after. We've seen the tumble off the cliff they get.
$500,000 a year is broke to them.
Yeah. They get that off of social media.
Oh yeah.
Features or anything like that.
Okay. Now, should he make a certain amount of money? We already got there. We already did that. And shit, we did the Kendra Cam too. You want to do it again? Let me ask for this time. You want time for the Kendra Cam? Let's get up round 2. You do look good, girl. We can tell you keep it together. Okay. You look good. When was your last relationship, Shaw?
It ended in December of last year.
Okay. Wow. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
December of last year.
Okay. Are you waiting for a relationship?
That's the goal.
Okay.
Yes.
3 flaws you have to work on.
She ain't waiting on rush. No, she got somebody up in there.
You think so?
She didn't say yes. She said that's the goal. That's telling me there's somebody tapping at the butt.
Yeah. She hoped that he would, be in a relationship. Yeah. So I agree with you.
I work too much. And what I've learned now is that the more money people make, the less they actually work. And so I'm trying to get to that point so that I don't have to work so much, because it can take away from, especially building a new relationship and nurturing a new relationship. I don't have a lot of time for it right now.
Like I'm saying, all them kids, she got to. Like I said, not saying if she didn't have the kids, she wouldn't still go to Harvard or whatever. But when I don't know what the baby daddy's doing, but let's say they ain't around like that. You got to do something.
Let me tell you what Shaw want.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what Shaw want. Shaw want a man. So she just said, I realized that the more money people make, the less they work. That is bull crap. Even if it might look like that, that's bull crap. All your billionaires, multimillionaires, they had to work their tail off.
Right.
To that
they get to that point.
It may look now that they're not working hard because they built it to that point. But she's trying to meet the man at the finish line. Right.
Like I say. And in some instances, putting the cart before the horse. I already want the man making $1 million because I know I'm gonna make it one day.
Trying to
I'm sorry. Go ahead. She's pushing the cart, but go ahead.
Yeah, there you go.
Some space in my life where I can not work as much. I also go ahead.
Okay, you go ahead.
And I also I don't shy away from confrontation. So I would need a man who doesn't buckle.
She like to argue and go back and forth. And don't buckle. But see, this is more shooting yourself in the foot. Man coming in making all that money, he didn't want to keep. I mean, yeah, you might have
trying to deal with all that.
Yeah, he might have little disagreements and all that, but you getting crazy and all that stuff like you was on his internet.
Okay.
See, Kendra, she got to be nice because she got plenty of people that come on and off this show, so she don't go into detail as we can. But Kendra noticed a damn fool.
Yeah, she
She noticed a damn fool.
I think that's it.
All right, and why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Well, I'll say this.
It won't be.
No matter how any of my relationships, no matter how much or how bad any of my relationships have ended, whether it was like a good term or a bad term, they have always walked away better people. Their finances have increased significantly.
So she's trying to say that she's responsible for their growth, for their success.
Yep. But they all left her, or she left
But
them.
yeah, I guarantee none of them are out there looking for somebody like she is. They probably already got somebody.
They already know the brain that's in this skull
is mush.
It's gonna be a lot to deal with, boy. Let that therapist. That's who she need to keep dating.
But notice I guess we can finish listening to her question, then I'll make my statement.
Oh, okay.
Educated, their lives look incredibly better than it did before I entered their lives. That's what I have to offer a man.
Okay, so all right, so we pause right there. So she got nothing to offer. She has nothing to bring to the table.
Nothing.
She ain't got even a napkin.
No.
Okay, so no, honey, no, you got nothing to bring to the table. I'm sorry. That's a no from me, dog. Like, no.
She gonna make your life better by just dating her.
No. Your life gets better once you break up.
She's out of your life.
Yeah. When y'all gone, that's what you get. That's it.
Hey, look, she said a bunch of mumbo. Listen, she just said a bunch of mumbo jumbo babble, nothing tangible. She ain't say, yes, I'm gonna take care of my man. I'm gonna rub his feet. I'm gonna cook for him. I'm gonna whatever. Dude, I'm gonna whatever. She ain't say nothing about taking care of the man.
Now she said that she'll take care of him after the relationship is over. That's how she take care of him.
I'm saying,
that is nothing.
And then they don't even get a kid out of it.
She basically just described the best trait of being with her is leaving her.
Yeah.
That's literally
what she just said.
Right.
Once the relationship is over, that's when this man is having his best life.
When that man rides to the finish line, he will have a woman with him crossing that finish line. That is correct.
Shaw, we got some more questions. You ready for them?
Let's get it.
Okay, let's get it. This man spent $20. Let me just go to him because he spent $20. Aggie Foot Fan 87 said, a single man who makes $150K is a 0.8% to 1.9% man. A man like that has better options than a 35 plus 4-time single man.
He meant to put mom.
You are still single. No, why are you still single?
Again, I just left a relationship in December. And the only people who start quoting those,
that's not telling us why.
No.
She always beating around that.
We know she left him a better man.
Right.
And then when she found him, but no, she's playing the she gaslighting.
There you go.
She's gaslighting.
Yeah.
Because
go ahead.
That's a valid question, or not question, comment.
And she better take it as an attack and take it to attack the person that's asking the question.
Exactly. She's gonna those that say this. Yeah.
And that's a valid question, but to her, that's gonna be you attacking.
Yeah, exactly.
Are people who don't actually make that amount of money. So I don't really need anyone who has to count their pennies in their bank account to try to tell me what a man who makes over 150K a year desires, because I don't have a problem getting the type of men that I'm interested in dating.
Balls! No, let me get this off.
Go ahead.
No. So like,
let him get it off. Let him get it off. Right.
Let me get this off. Go
ahead. Roll with it.
She is delusional. Even a man, you can be making $500,000 a year and be penny pinching.
Right, you can.
You can have a business. Yeah, you can have I can be, for example, I can have a repair shop, a car repair shop.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I might be making $700,000 a year, $1 million a year, but my expenses is $600,000, $700,000. I gotta buy new equipment, gotta pay the employees, gotta pay insurance, gotta pay taxes, gotta pay the financial. They gotta pay the accountant. Like her mind state of money is retarded. $150,000 is that money is relative. It's relative. A person making $50,000, it could be a dude making $40,000 a year, but he's very extremely conscious of his financial of his finances, and he can be making $50,000 a year, but he could be saving $20,000 a year. He's in a better position than that person that's making 150, 200, 300, 400. That is relative. Go ahead, bro.
I think I know why her relationships ended. She spent all the money. She had no sense of money, no sense of financial responsibility, and she was reckless with it. So by them leaving her, they had that's why they were better off.
Right.
Because then they had more money in their pocket when they got rid of her.
They did the impossible. Exit a black hole.
Exactly. So that's why she think that she left them in a better situation than when she was with them. That was because they were able to hold on to their money. She don't know how to. She's financially irresponsible.
And the person that's making all these people better, not saying there's nothing wrong with therapy, but you got a 5-year bid with a therapist.
Yeah, you fell for that okie doke. Not only that, but then like she goes on to assume that the person that left the comment doesn't make $150K.
Right. That's a valid question.
Right. It is a valid question. That person might be a surgeon.
Right.
And making more than $150K. And because they are in that range that she's looking for, he's basically like, giving her a clue. Like, and she's still clueless on it. So, she needs, again, hang up the dating coat and just go and just stop. Just stop, because no.
Right. Just no.
Yeah, let's see what else she got, because she's just talking a bunch of nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
With or marrying. So
if y'all ain't learned tonight, y'all keep typing and paying for questions if you want to. But if y'all ain't know tonight, every cousin that came on this show tonight, they ready to beat you down to the ground. So just know.
They ready to beat her down to the ground because they know she talking crazy.
They're ready to beat her. No, they're ready to beat her down to the ground. She ain't talking about beat her down to the ground like that. She talking about the other beat you down to the ground.
No, not physical. They talking about they beating up in the comment section.
Not even physically. Not that one. The other beat you down to the ground.
Oh, you talking about she need to be on carousel. All right.
Yeah, that's it.
You can say what you want, but
they can say what they want, but it doesn't matter.
She already said that she's not backing down. Okay, Miss Blessed Tish said the economy back then was
another woman.
Now, so your standards are on point. Don't settle. She's saying don't settle. Okay.
But see, her name was Miss.
No,
Blessed.
she need to settle.
Yeah, but see, I'm not a woman, so just forgive me if I say something out of turn. But women listen to other women about dating sometimes and get them caught up, but they don't care what the man is saying. They take the man a critique from a man is taken as an attack. But they listen to what another woman say, even if that woman say the same thing a man tried to tell you months ago.
No, I agree. You do have women, women that are willing to defend another woman just because she's another woman.
Right.
Yeah. I agree with that, and that's blind leading the blind on that one, because no.
Yeah. No.
Just no.
As a woman in the 250,000 range, I understand. Okay. Jasmine said, this is a man, said, Kendra, ask her, does she understand the sacrifices a man has to make to get to 150K to 200K range?
Let me say something really quickly. So
pause.
She don't answer no questions.
Pause. What was that? Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that question that Kendra G just said on that show?
No problem, sir.
She said, what are the sacrifices a man has to make to get to $150,000, right?
Let's replay it.
Range. I understand. Okay. Jasmine said, this is a man, said, Kendra, ask her, does she understand the sacrifices a man has to make to get to 150K to 200K range?
Go ahead, sir.
What are the sacrifices a woman has to make to date a man that makes over that money, that kind of money?
Apparently, she don't know.
Little on a woman, depending on the type of woman, it probably ain't. I can't even do that comparison. That was a bad comparison. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I'm saying a woman can get a man making that, but I'm saying coming in with these 4 kids and all these you know, not to talk down on mental issues, but all
baggage
these issues. Yeah. It's gonna be difficult.
Well, it's not only that, again, like no, like again, like the men are asking valid questions,
right?
But and I think what old boy is probably trying to go is the fact of like, how does she have the mindset for $150,000-$200,000 man?
No.
Okay, well, fine. Okay, well, regardless, I don't believe she even has that.
Right. She's gonna argue with you and put up all kind of fights and try to tell you what to do. Not saying
she's gonna swing that fake ponytail and slap you with it until you,
yeah. Well, yeah. Want to know why you ain't bought them kids? The oatmeal they're supposed to have? You bought the strawberry one. You supposed to buy the cinnamon one.
Yeah, why you ain't bought the new Power Wheels, Hot Wheels cars, and the Hot Wheels shit?
Why you ain't bought that new PlayStation? Why you didn't buy that new PlayStation?
Yeah. I got a 5-year-old that need new shoes every week because they're growing, and I got one that's about to go to college. I need you to buy them a new bed for their dorm room,
a new tablet, and a computer and stuff.
Yeah.
No, new car.
New car. Yeah. Can you put my kid insurance on your insurance? What? No, hell no.
Exactly.
We need $20,000 to go. Hey, ain't Howard? Is Howard I know it's HBCU. That's a public school? Is that?
She said Harvard or Howard?
She said the 18-year-old is going to Howard. She going to Harvard. Go ahead.
Say something really quickly. So, like I said earlier, my youngest son will be attending a college preparatory boarding school in the fall. And going through that process has really taught me a lot about life. The path that we believe it takes to get to 150K or 200K is not necessarily the path that most of the people who ends up in that price range, like for their annual income, they don't take that same path. It's like you don't know what you know until you know it. And so a lot of these people have not struggled and had to, labor laboriously and do all of these things to get, to their price range. They took a certain path that unfortunately many Black people are not privy to. But when you become privy to that path, you realize that it's not as difficult as you may assume that it is. And so when men get that amount of money and they're around women like me, they're not saying, oh my gosh, you have 4 kids. I'd sacrifice all of this. And now I don't want to, marry a woman like you with all these kids. They're like, how the fuck did you make this much money and do it with 4 kids? Because there's no way I could have done it.
I'm not asking. Ain't no man. Hey, it ain't no real man asking that.
And even if no, ain't no man asking that. Some women around there asking that. Go ahead.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I know who she voting for.
Well, even if a man is asking all that stuff and recognizing all that, they still don't want her in that capacity. They just be like, oh, you did it with all these kids you made,
They probably want to know how she scammed her way through it. That's all. They don't want to actually partake in it. They want to know how she was wheeling and dealing. Not only that, but again, she don't have them all living with her. She still says she got that one that doesn't live with her.
Right. So these people that's making all this money that she hang around and recognize how much she make, I guarantee they ain't trying to marry her though.
No.
Hell no.
And they literally see me as a prize and they see me as an anomaly.
You ain't no prize, and you
say,
ain't no anomaly.
I lost some words.
Nope. No, she's an anomaly, but not a good one. Nope.
What's the saying? The path least taken.
Yep. Sorry, she need to be dating.
Our path's been paved on, stumped on, and everything else.
Sorry, she need to be dating herself.
She is lost, man. She get her roles.
Yeah, no.
Because
All I can say is no. Go ahead.
I actually went down the path that most of the people on this show probably thinks that it takes to get there. So I understand the question, but that's just not the case for a lot of the people in America who are in the 150 to 200K range and above, especially when they're not Black. And I'm not just, like, I'm open to dating non-Black men as well.
Okay. So all races or just non-Black men and maybe one race?
All races.
All races. So I will say this to that, because it seems like you have the circle. And I said this before. Granted, you are in the world of the men that you're describing, according to what you're telling me. But I always tell women, if they are in those worlds, you should be considering those men are options, because you have the first, like, that is your first pool. So I think I asked this earlier, but it seems like you're surrounded by all these great men. So then one would say, why come?
My ex-partner is also in my same social circle.
Oh. So now, y'all still with me?
Yeah.
So now, you're dealing with the kids. You're dealing with the brain issue. And now you got to deal with one of these ex-partners still floating around.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, we're running out of. She took all the red flags. And all that, but she called him partner. Like, it was a relationship, so.
Again, I know who she's voting for, and I know her mindset. Listen,
I mean, obviously, it's the same.
It ain't no partnership. It ain't such thing as no partnership. I don't care if you call me what you want.
And
ain't no partnership, man.
Yeah, I've just been taking my time. Again, I'm newly single, so it's not like I've been around these men for 3, 4, 5 years and no one wanted me, or that I didn't want them either. It's that I'm newly single. My ex-partner is in my same social circle, and so I'm just casting my my net a little bit wider.
Okay. Very beautiful, gorgeous skin. I could definitely see her attracting that man.
Hold on. Okay. She avoids stating whether or not she is with a man or a woman.
Yeah.
Because she keeps saying ex-partner.
My ex-partner. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Rush the truth. I ain't think about it like that. You're right.
And then she says, she just avoids. She just avoids their sexuality.
Yeah.
Hey, now that I'm thinking about it, Rush the truth, you hit a doggone good point. I ain't even think about it like that. You know what? That is the solution to her problem. Another woman. At this point, she need to go ahead and get her what you call her?
Strap on.
A dom, or I don't know what you call her.
Well, maybe she did try that, and maybe that's where the adoption thing came in. Because the two women, you probably said, "Well, let's adopt one and try to raise it together." Maybe that could be a thing, and she just leaving that information out.
But we know Kendra G ain't gonna ask that question.
No.
You
okay? Nene once said 4, 5, 10 kids. She looks good, intelligent, successful. She has my vote.
That's funny.
I was gonna have. I think I read them all. Thomas B said this is the bitter, combative, and sassy episode.
Well, learn your place.
You don't like no critiques now.
No, she does not. No.
right. I think after this one, I'm going to stop. Demetrius James said, this woman is attractive physically, but extremely immature mentally. Men settle, especially in Western marriages, always have, always will.
Well, if men settle and you're a man, then continue settling if that's your perspective. I can't change that, and I'm not here to change it. I'm here looking for, looking for a man who understands my perspective, who agrees with my perspective. So the things that we're discussing on this show is not going to be a matter of contention or a point of contention in my relationship.
Yeah, it is. We're discussing your kids, your lifestyle, the circles you run around with your ex-man still.
She came on the show. That's what we're here for. She came on the show. That's what we're here for.
Right. But nothing on the show is going to have nothing to do with the relationship.
Yeah, I don't know what she was smoking or drinking before she popped up online, but she
Oh boy, are you getting this? I know it's getting late, but we only got a little while to go, and we're gonna shut it down. We're gonna finish her out.
Listen, yeah, I'm getting this. She need to shut her mouth and know her role. Listen, she need to listen. I'm just saying, man. She is lost, man. What else do we let her? I just want to keep hearing this foolishness she's talking about.
Okay, we're gonna let her wrap up.
They already understand, in the same way that I already understand. The bonus is if they have a child who's around the same age as my youngest child, that would be great.
Okay. All right, so listen, you held it down. All the women held it down tonight, child. They wasn't playing with you. So a couple things. You are 36. What's the age range you want to date?
I would like to date 40 and up. But I mean, I would go as low as 37. I would prefer, let's say 37 to 50.
37 to 50. And you're in San Antonio, Texas, but
it's the summertime. I'm not in school right now. So I'm either in San Antonio, Texas, or Cambridge.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Nice. I already found you on the app.
I downloaded it today just so that I could get
Yes, I'm happy you did. I'm also gonna let you. I'm gonna get to the app, but I'm gonna let you shout out one of your social media platforms if you desire.
On Facebook, my name is Shaw Drake, and on Instagram, I think it's I am Shaw Drake.
Yeah, I am Shaw Drake. No, just one. I'm gonna give on Facebook. So what is it?
Let's do Facebook. I don't really use Instagram like that. So
okay, so what's your okay, she's on both, but she's also on the app. This is you, correct?
That's me, yes.
Yes. Okay, she's the first Shaw. There's a couple of Shaws, but she's the first one. This is Shaw. Now, I'm a woman. I can't like her because I'm not her preference. So men, when you go to her page, there will be a heart if you really like her, a star if you really, really like her, and a heart if you like her. So this is Shaw, 36, bachelor's degree.
You probably won't get a lot of people hit up on the app just try to tap that. You know what I'm saying?
Gemini, looking for stable, inspiring, happy, informed, educated. Deal, no ambition, unstable. Ooh, okay. We see you, Shaw. Yeah. We see you, girl. Very confident. Very don't play with me.
Not
very
at all.
Well spoken and very. It is what it is.
Period.
Ho. Stop the tape.
Go ahead.
She said, "What? Unstable? What?"
She don't want nobody that's unstable. Kendra is reading what she got on her dating profile on the app. We can go back a little bit.
Oh, I thought she was talking about herself. Go ahead.
Oh, she could be
confident. Very don't play with me.
Not at all.
Well spoken and very. It is what it is.
Period.
Let's do it, honey. You keep me posted how it goes, baby girl.
I will. Thank you so much for accepting. This is my first time trying to get on, so it was my lucky day. I'm going to play the lotto.
Well, girl, you know you're going to be a highlight, so just get ready.
See, Kendra is
more like a low light.
No, what Kendra is saying, basically, she know this is a damn fool. So we're going to make you a highlight on the channel. And that's how people like me going to find this fool to retreat. But I think that's going to do it for Shaw.
Yeah, she can go on with that. That's she gonna have more women hitting her up than men.
Mm-hmm. Y'all got any last remarks concerning Shaw before we get up out of here? I appreciate y'all hanging in there for this one. I know it was a little long, but we got through it. Any last words?
Man,
No.
we got a long way to go in the Western society, man. This is a bunch of foolishness going on. But yeah, I'm just flabbergasted. I don't know what to say.
Okay.
I feel bad for her.
I appreciate y'all stopping by. If you're looking at me on the replay, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and if you catch this live, I appreciate you tuning in, especially if you hung in there the whole time. And we're gonna be back with the next one. Let me see, got one more up here. Good show. Thanks for allowing me to attend. See you next time. Oh yeah, we'll be back. And you know, I'll put in my community tab next time we get on Old Boy TV because he go live every now and again. And maybe come over there and check us out too. And we'll catch you on the next one. And appreciate everybody that tuned in to the program. Peace.
Later.
Later.